Okay. Hey y'all, we back. All of the giveaways are up. Let me say my hellos as everybody come in. Miss Love 1231, welcome in. User with a lot of numbers, welcome in. Hot and Flashy, welcome in. Retired Grandma, how are you? Desiree, Denise, Lily, Shanita, welcome in. Thank you for liking the live. Y'all share the live as y'all come in, because we're going to be talking about your step-by-step journey using GLP-1 medications, what it's supposed to look like, and what accomplishments you're supposed to obtain in those steps, y'all. I sat down and formatted an outline, because people get so confused at what their journey is supposed to look like. People get so confused about what they're supposed to do next, what meds they're supposed to be taking, all of the things. And that's what I want to talk about tonight. And again, like I said, I am going to do a YouTube video and post it. Hey, Lizzie, welcome in. Hey, Lo. Hey, Miss Carrie, welcome back. Melissa, welcome back. Lily, how are you? Glamora Shop, welcome in. Timothy, welcome in. We're going to give the chat a little bit to build, and then we're going to start talking about GLP-1s and what your journey is supposed to look like. Now, we know that not one journey mirrors the other. Everybody, thank you so much, Connie. Everybody journey is going to look different, but there is some steps that we have to go through, okay? Thank you, Lo. Come on in, everybody. Share the live as y'all come in. Y'all tap the screen as y'all come in. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. Share the live, tap the screen. Y'all drop some FYPs, because this is going to be a super impactful live. I know it's late. I know it is late, y'all, but y'all know I have 15, 11 jobs, okay? But this one is one of my most important ones. This is the one that fuels my soul. What pillows? Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So we're going to get into the live. Okay, so the chat is building. So for those of you who are not familiar with who I am, my name is KEASHA Dixon. I'm a registered nurse, y'all. I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine. I am the charge nurse of a 20-bed outpatient unit, and I am a patient and partner of Amble Health. Y'all, Amble Health, our customer service is 90% on par. Still a little bit of hiccups. Y'all know we rolled out where you can order 3, 6, 9, 12 months worth of medicines at a time. I think there were some like systematic issues that they have 90% added out. So you know how we used to get our meds 2 to 4, well, I ain't gonna say 2. It used to be 2 days, but it, you know, mostly like 4 to 6 days. Hopefully now that we have a lot of pharmacies on board, doctors on board, welcome in, Tiff. Everything is gonna look like what it should look like, where you're getting your meds 7 to 10 business days once your meds are sent to pharmacy. For those of you who want to start your GLP-1 journey, all you have to do is click this picture twice. It's gonna bring you to my profile page, which is right here. Click the link tree and you will see links for anti-aging meds. You will see links for GLP-1. Now, y'all know I don't just come on to talk about Amble. Amble is, y'all know I'm an independent contractor of Amble, but I am charge nurse Keisha First, who is y'all's virtual nurse, y'all's GLP-1 educator. So I'm always going to bring education to my live. I'm always going to answer questions. I will talk about Amble because Amble is the company that I get my meds from. They're who covers my family, my friends, my colleagues, and you all, most of y'all anyway. But as a nurse, I want to say, to me, it doesn't matter who you get your meds from. There are a lot of telehealth companies out there. There are a lot of great ones that are just like Amble. As long as you're getting your meds, that's the priority for me. I want you guys to be on I want you guys to be under the umbrella of a clinician. And if you are going the compounded route, I would prefer you all to get your meds through a compounded pharmacy that has rules and regulations per the FDA. Now, Amble is a patient first provider, which means we're not intimidated by big pharma. So you guys are going to get your meds irregardless of to what is going on in the GLP-1 big pharma world, and you will continue to get scripts until a judge says we can no longer provide. But I can promise you that will never, let me not say that will never happen, because never is like a strong word, but we cross our I's, we dot our T's, y'all. Documentation is key with Amble, and you have to know that we are doing that, okay? Let's see. I got my 3 months Amble supply in California in 4 days. I was surprised. Let me pin it. This is so amazing. Listen, Lindsay, girl, you don't know how excited I am that we are finally getting caught up on customer service issues, because, you know, we were a very small company, and, you know, we had a lot of patients, but still a small company as compared to the world. You know what I'm saying? And so when our doctor decided that he wanted to supply you all with 3, 6, 9, 12 months worth of medicines, y'all really did that. Y'all really flooded them people pharmacies out. Y'all flooded them people pharmacies out, and we could not keep up with y'all. But now we are 90% on task, which is amazing for a small fish that is now that is no longer in a pond. We're like in an ocean. So we have a lot of customers. We want to please everybody, and we're definitely getting it together. And I'm so happy about that, y'all. Van Zandt says she lost 50 pounds. Now tonight, as your virtual nurse, tonight I'm gonna talk step by step and break down what your weight loss journey using GLP-1 medications should look like. Hey, Shelly. Hello to everybody in the chat. If you're not yet following me, click this picture. Make sure you're following me. Turn your notification bells on. For those of you who are new and you want to start your GLP-1 journey and you need a patient first provider, I'm with Amble Health, and you can use the link that is in my bio. The link tree in my bio will get you to an obesity trained specialist who can prescribe you. We only use 503A pharmacies. You don't have to worry about a physician fee. You don't have to subscribe to anything. You don't need labs unless your doctors want them. They will request them from your primary care, and you do not pay for shipping. Okay, when you order in bulk, you can use Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm. You can use your FSA cards to pay for your medications. Okay, so does anybody have any questions before we get into the lesson, honey? Y'all, I am so excited. I was at work last night working on this all night, and I'm so excited. Y'all ready? Any questions? I did post the giveaways. There's a water check giveaway on my page right now, and there's a Goalie Gummy giveaway. When you guys get out of the live, make sure you go to my page and put you an answer in the chat so that you can be one of the nominees, okay, to win. Okay, so first and foremost, I don't see any questions, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Y'all, how do you order? I just joined. So Vonda, all you have to do is click this picture twice. It's going to bring you to my profile page. This is my profile page, and click the link tree in my bio. That's it. And you'll see the links for Amble. Okay. All right. What fiber do you recommend in probiotic? So the fiber I recommend, Dan, the one I love the most is Bella All Natural. It's in my TikTok shop showcase. It's vegan. It's nothing but fiber. Dan, I wish I don't have my supplement card in here, and TikTok will give me a violation to show you, but that one is really good. You take it at night, Dan, and in the morning it's one and done. Like you are totally evacuated. You feel totally evacuated. You feel like you have had a really good movement. So I love that about it. I also love that you can take it every single day. That one is a good one. And my probiotic of choice right now is the Goalie Gummy. which is the one that I'm giving away, it has pre, pro, and postbiotic. On that video that I posted, I did put the link from the TikTok shop, but I think that you can get them at your local pharmacies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that you can get them. I've not seen them there because I've always... He said I won. I think that they're there, but I always get my stuff through TikTok shop because it comes right away. Okay. Any other questions? Thank you, Vonda, for following me. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you guys for all the gifts. Thank you guys for tapping the screen. Y'all continue to tap the screen because I really want a lot of people in here tonight as we talk step-by-step breakdowns of your weight loss journey with GLP-1 meds like semaglutide, tirzepatide. We know those are not the only GLP-1 meds, but that's like the Destiny's Child of GLP-1 medications. Okay. Thank you for sharing the live. I see you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So first and foremost, y'all, the first step that I came up with, now mind you, I'm speaking on my experience as a nurse. I'm speaking on my experience with working with clinicians and my 3-year journey with GLP-1 medications. Okay, and again, I will post this live on YouTube, and I will also do a short form YouTube video tomorrow. Okay, thank you, beauty. So the very first step is evaluation and prescription. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is meet the provider. You can get your GLP-1 medications from your primary care, an endocrinologist, y'all, GYNs. I think rheumatologists now offer them. And then you also can go through telehealth companies like my telehealth company, Amble Health, link in bio. Then once you meet with your medical provider, and let me just talk about your personal medical provider, because I don't want you guys to think that you have to go, oh my God, thank you. When you meet with your provider, now I was speaking to those of you who have health insurance, okay? When you have health insurance, y'all always call your health insurance company to see whether or not you have coverage. If you have coverage, call your pharmacy benefits manager and ask them how much it would cost you out of pocket. Now, if you once you call and see how much it costs you out of pocket, then you are going to go to the doctor, and then we'll talk about what happens when you get to the doctor. And for those of you who are just coming in, my name is KEASHA Dixon. I'm a registered nurse. Click this picture. Make sure you guys are following me and turn your notification bells on. Y'all, whenever I post this on YouTube, that little tip that my baby just had, I'm not going to post it. I'm going to edit that part out, okay? Y'all know I can't control trolls in the live. Okay, so we're talking about tonight. I'm educating on your weight loss journey and what your step-by-step journey should look like from beginning to end, starting with your providers or starting with your telehealth company. So if you are someone who wants to lose weight, if you're someone who are just taking GLP-1 medications for cardiovascular protection, for sleep apnea and all of those things, you can listen in. But this is specifically for those of you who want to lose weight on GLP-1 medications. I feel like this is something like, I feel like an outline is needed. Okay. So first thing you're going to do is meet with your provider. It can be your primary care, like I said, your endocrinologist, your GYN, rheumatologist may provide you your meds, or you can go through telehealth companies like my company, which is Amble Health. Link in my link tree. Tap this picture twice and you can get meds through our obesity trained specialist in my link tree. Okay, when you go to your doctor's office, the first thing they're going to do is review your medical history. They're going to look into what comorbidities you have. They're going to look into what medications you're currently taking. They're going to talk to you about what weight loss meds you have used in the past that have worked, some that did not work in the past. They're also going to talk to you about your BMI. They may talk to you about your labs. Well, as a matter of fact, your primary care doctor is going to talk to you about labs. They may even draw your labs. Okay. Now, generally, when it comes to your, hey, Blue Heart, welcome in. Y'all continue to tap the screen as y'all listen in. Thank you so much for getting me up to 12K likes already. Okay. So generally, when it comes to your BMI, must be greater than 27 or 30, like between 27 or 30 or greater with comorbidities. Welcome in, baby doll. Hey, Lise. Welcome in. So if you are approved, your prescription for GLP-1 meds could be semaglutide, which is Ozempic, tirzepatide. I'm sorry, semaglutide, which is Ozempic or Wegovy, or tirzepatide, which is MOUNJARO or Zepbound. Now, just word to the wise. If you are a patient that has diabetes, cardiovascular disease, sleep apnea, and all of the things. Well, let me just say diabetes. Because I'm going to keep it at diagnosis codes, because diagnosis codes do matter when you're going through your primary care doctor. Now, if you have diabetes and you are overweight, your doctors will prescribe you either Ozempic or MOUNJARO, or there are a few other GLP-1 medications that your doctor may prescribe. What are your thoughts on Contrave? Contrave is an amazing medication that you can take supplementing your GLP-1. It helps you with sugar cravings. It's an amazing medicine. It's the script that you get through your doctors. Okay. Now, if you are an obese patient that has no comorbidities, it may be a little bit complicated for you to get meds approved through your insurance company, because most insurance companies want you to have that diagnosis code obesity plus comorbidities, which could look like cardiovascular disease, pre-diabetes, PCOS, something. Hey, sister, welcome in, my love. We're talking about what a person's step-by-step journey should look like when they are using GLP-1 medications. And there are 7 steps, y'all. The first step we're talking about is evaluation and getting scripted. Yes, high blood pressure, Charlotte. Yes. If you have high blood pressure, then your doctor should have you on some type of hypertensive medication or some type of diuretic to help with fluid retention and things like that. But yes, if you're just obese, because let's be clear, there are a lot of obese patients who don't have comorbidities. They're just healthy overweight people. But for your insurance company to approve, there are like guidelines. They're like requirements. Okay. Thank you, sister. For some reason, they're shadowing what you're saying. Dan says, I can't find the fiber and probiotic mentioned. It's in, Dan, I promise you, it's in my TikTok shop. It's by Bella. And if it's not in my TikTok shop, just shop the TikTok marketplace. You don't have to get it out of my shop, friend. I just need you to get it. It's so good. Bella All Natural. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you. This one. Okay, really quickly. That's how that one looks. And the probiotic. Y'all, I'm answering questions as I teach, okay? Because I do want people to get what it is that they're looking for. And these two, friend. Okay? I can't hold it up long, Dan, because I'll get a violation through TikTok. Okay, that's the 2, friend. Okay, so first step is evaluation and prescription. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you. Evaluation and prescription. Meet your provider, primary care, endocrinologist, rheumatologist, GYN, or you can go through telehealth like my company, Amble Health. The link is in my bio. My sister says they broke up BMI by obesity class. Ooh, let me pin this. Boom. Okay, now my sister does prior authorizations, y'all. And so I'm so glad you're in this live tonight, because I'm doing education on their step-by-step journey with GLP-1 meds. Thank you, Opulence. I appreciate you. Okay, so step 1, evaluation and prescription. You're going to meet your provider. They're going to review your medical records. They're going to determine your eligibility, which is what we were talking about. And again, BMI should be greater than, it should be higher than 27 or 30. It just depends on what doctor you're working with and what their requirements. But anything 27 and down is going to be real hard, y'all. It's going to be real hard. Okay. For those of you who are wanting to go through Amble and you are at your BMI, like you're at a 27 or 30, but you have been on your weight loss journey, you're just at goal. When you go through our telehealth company, you're going to put your starting weight. And then when you get into your conference with the doctor, you're going to let him know what your current BMI is. And they will understand that you are now in maintenance, and they will put you on your maintenance dose of your choice. Okay. Providing all of the other eligibility requirements are okay. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Okay. Now, again, if you get approved, your prescription is going to look like, it is either going to be semaglutide, which is Ozempic or Mounjaro. I'm sorry, Ozempic or Wegovy branded. Hey, Ronnie, welcome in. Or TIRZEPATIDE, which is Mounjaro or Zepbound. Now, for those of you who do not know the difference between brand and compound, because I'm not going to assume everyone does. When you are going through your primary care doctors are going to always prescribe you branded. So that is Ozempic and Wegovy, semaglutide. If you are getting TIRZEPATIDE, they're going to prescribe you Mounjaro or Zepbound. Mounjaro if you have diabetes, Zepbound if you have obesity plus other comorbidities. Y'all understand? And then when you go through telehealth, compounded pharmacies, they're only going to prescribe you either semaglutide and TIRZEPATIDE. Now with Amble Health, we do personalized scripts. So your personalized script is going to have semaglutide and TIRZEPATIDE plus some other things. It can look like a B6, a B12, y'all niacin. It can have L-carnitine in it. It can have glycine in it. So your personalized script is going to be based upon your medical history. Okay. I've been stuck for years, 5 foot, 147 pounds on Medicaid, not a diabetic. So Her Highness, I love your name. Her Highnessy, you can use the link that is in my bio and you can get your meds through Amble. I'm not really versed on what Medicaid and Medicare approves. Usually I bring up either Kima or my sister, and they talk about the Medicare and the Medicaid side of it. And if you want to talk about that, hopefully my sister will stay in the chat long enough for thank God, Miss Deb, long enough for me to be able to bring her up so that she can talk to y'all about it if she is up to it. Okay, so that's step one. Okay, step two in your GLP-1 journey, we said step one was evaluation and getting prescriptions. Step two is going to be starting your medication. Is going to be starting your medication, and there is a titration phase. Y'all listen to me. There is a titration phase. Keisha, what are you saying? What I'm saying is the initial dose that your doctors put you on, that first dose is just the dose that gets you accoladed to the meds. Right, Van Zandt. I knew you was thinking that. I knew somebody was thinking that. She said, thank you for pinning that, because I was just about to pin it. So what's going to happen is, and this is where people get confused, and this is where I wish doctors would do education, but they don't. But this is where your virtual nurse, your favorite virtual nurse, comes in at. Being on a titration phase, titration generally means that your doctor is going to put you on your initial dose, and they're going to continuously up it until you are on the dose that your body identifies as therapeutic. Does that make sense? Okay, and I'm going to go in depth with that. Okay. Hey, Daisy, welcome in, Daisy. For the 130 people who are in the chat, if you're not yet following me, click on this picture. Make sure you're following me. Turn your notification bells on so that you know when I am live. For those of you who are just coming in, if you need to get GLP-1 medications, always go through your primary care first. If you have insurance, to see if your insurance is going to help you pay, because they're very expensive. If you don't, then you can go through my telehealth company, which is Amble Health. The link is in my bio, in my link tree. Click this picture twice. It'll bring you to my profile page, and you will see two links, one for anti-aging, one for GLP-1s. KJ, GLP-1 medications are endocrine medications that help you resolve weight issues, when you are having metabolic issues, when you're having metabolic disorders, okay? And I'll talk about that. So we're talking about like the Ozempic and the MOUNJARO, Zepbounds, the semaglutide, the TIRZEPATIDE. You know, girl, all the things that people are taking right now to get snatched. Okay, so let's talk about titration. Okay, so your doctors are always going to begin you on a low dose, and that is simply to minimize your side effects. Okay, now as medical professionals, when we, because I don't prescribe, but I monitor, when they prescribe you all, they don't know how you're going to react. They don't know if you're allergic. They don't know if you're going to have some type of extreme side effects. So they're always going to start you on a low dose. And before we move forward, I want you guys to remember, GLP-1 medications are not weight loss medicines. They are endocrine medicines that are meant to change you metabolically. If you are a person who has experienced obesity for years, you've done everything to try to lose weight, or you've lost weight and it come back, 9 times out of 10, you have a metabolic issue that is preventing your progress. And 9 times out of 10 is insulin. You're insulin resistant. So these are endocrine medicines that make you more insulin sensitive. That helps your body identify insulin, and then your body can break down carbs and fats and store them as you store them appropriately as you are taking your medicines compliantly. Like, you know, you're taking it how your doctors prescribe. Are the GLP-1 patches believable? Faye, girl, I want to say hell no, but I'm going to just say no to keep it cute. No, baby. I don't know what them patches is about. They may offer a little bit of appetite suppression at most, but they do not do what GLP-1 injectables do. Absolutely not. Okay. My doctor just prescribed it. My doctor just prescribed it, and I'm nervous to take it. So KJ, we could talk about it, baby. I can help you through that. I'm distracted by your gorgeous eyeliner, classy under. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'll say it for you. Hell no. Thank you, friend. Okay, so again, step 2 is going to be starting your medication, and you're going to go through your titration phase. Okay, so your doctors are going to begin you, and I'm looking at my notes. That's why I'm looking to the side, because y'all know I keep good notes, honey. They're going to start you at a low dose to minimize your side effects. What are, y'all drop in the comments, what are the most common side effects of GLP-1s? And this is just to keep y'all up, to keep, you know, just so y'all can engage with me and be interactive. Some people experience some side effects that others don't. But I'm going to say nausea, fatigue, hydration, headaches. Oh yes. Constipation, of course. Body aches. What else? Body ache, hair loss, because some of y'all are protein deficient. Oh yes, sulfur burps, fatigue, yes, all of that. Okay, so now once you're on your low dose and your body is accustomed to the low dose, dosing typically is increased gradually every 4 weeks. Now, here is one thing I want you guys to remember. Yes, cold all the time. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. I want you guys to remember this. If you are on that low dose and your body is responding well, meaning your side effects are down, meaning you are seeing your body is diuresing itself, because one of the first things your body will experience while you're on GLP-1 meds is the inflammation that's associated with you being obese is going to go down. Okay, it's going to go down, meaning wherever there is fat, there is fluid. And so your body is going to start diuresing itself. So when you first lose those first 5-10 pounds, 9 times out of 10, that is fluid retention that was obtained through the inflammatory process associated with obesity. Okay, Cherie, thank you for sharing the live, baby doll. Thank you guys so much for continuing to tap the screen. For those of you who are just coming in, we're talking about your step-to-step outlook using GLP-1 medications, because I want you guys to understand what it should look like, because I feel like we're all over the place. I feel like we are looking at everybody's journey and people are skipping the steps. So I have come up with steps to give you guys a guideline so you can see where in those steps you fall, and so you know how to move. Okay, so the first step that we said was your doctor is going to evaluate you and they're going to script you. We're talking about step 2. And for those of you who are just coming on, y'all, I'm going to post this live on YouTube. And I'm also going to do a YouTube video, like a short synopsis of this live, okay, for you guys to go back to and share with your families and friends, okay? So again, we're on step 2, which is starting the medication, and you are starting your titration phase. Thank you for the follows. For those of you who are not yet following me, click this picture. Make sure you're following and turn your notification bells on, okay? So you know when I'm live. So you're going to go through your titration phase. Your doctor is going to start you at a low dose to minimize your side effects. They're going to start increasing your dose gradually every 4 weeks. And then again, like I said, if your body is responding well to those initial doses, y'all stay there. It's no reason for you to titrate up. It's no reason for you to titrate up. I know hundreds of people who only took that initial dose, and some of them are like 50 to 100 pounds down. You know, it took them some time to get there, but they did, you know, because they're staying on low doses. Some of us, just to be real transparent, can't handle being on higher doses of GLP-1. So get that thought process out of your head about, I need to start, like if you're on semaglutide, I'm going to start at 0.25, but I need to get to 3 milligrams. That's when I'm going to start losing my weight. No, you might lose weight on that small dose, and you can stop. Your metabolism can slow down if you increase your dose, depending upon your lifestyle. You know, there's a lot of stuff that can change your momentum. Okay. So if it's going, you know, you ever heard this saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So if it's not broke, leave it alone. When you start stalling, that's when it's time for you to titrate up, okay? And you have to be very transparent with your clinicians so that they know what's going on with you, and so that they can make sure that your care plan fits what's going on with you, okay? So even if your doctor said, like if you are doing really, really well, losing weight, your inflammation is down. Look at my babies. Your inflammation is down, and your doctor says, okay, I'm going to increase you. If you feel like it's not time for you to increase, please speak up. Speak up and say, no, doc, let me just stay on this dose a little while longer and ride the wave. Because a lot of times when you change things, then it's almost like, okay, now you got to start anew, and your body has to figure out, okay, now how do I function at this dose? You understand what I'm saying? So if it's not broke, don't fix it. Hold on, let me see, because I see someone put a comment in the chat. I lost 15.1 pounds and 17 inches all over my body over a 2-week period on 2.5. Thank you so much. Lovely is my name. So she is just giving us an example of her accomplishment just being on that initial dose, which is freaking amazing. It's amazing. Okay, now I'm sure we all know this. Hold on, y'all. Water check. Whatever it is that y'all have to drink, pick it up and let's do a little water check, okay?
What is that, my child's elephant? And why is standing over him?
Whew. Okay. So as you're starting your medication, I think that we all also know that you will be injecting this medication once a week subcutaneously in your belly, in your thigh, or in your upper arm. Okay. Just according to evidence-based material provided by the branded companies, Novo Nordisk, Eli Lilly, they have shown us where to give these injections. So only give where the evidence-based studies have proven that the meds work. Okay. What would be good to take for protein? I'm very low on that. What can I take for my hair? So I like MARYRUTH'S multivitamin, her hair growth multivitamin. And then as far as protein, I like SEEQ. So Lily, I can only tell you what I like, friend, and what has worked for me. But is there anyone else in the chat who is using something different than SEEQ? Drop it in the chat for Lily Love 427 so that we can help her figure out what type of proteins she can add to supplement her GLP-1 journey. Okay, so I said Mary Ruth's hair growth multivitamin. That's the one I take every single day. And then I do SEEQ. SEEQ is my go-to protein supplement. Okay. Oh, Dan, that's a good one. He says BioCare. Okay, so step 3. So step 1, and we're talking about what your step-to-step journey should look like on GLP-1 medications. For those of you who are just entering the chat, my name is KEASHA Dixon. I'm a registered nurse. Y'all, I've been on my weight loss journey for 3 years. If you are wanting to start your weight loss journey, always go to your primary care to see if your insurance will pay. And if you don't have insurance or your insurance denies you, click this picture twice, come to my profile page, and you can get your meds through Amble Health. We are a patient-first provider, and we do prescribe semaglutide and TIRZEPATIDE to our patients. Tonight, my education of choice for you all is just showing you a step-by-step guide on what it should look like when you take GLP-1 medications. There are several steps. The first step, I said that you will be evaluated and you will be scripted through your providers. The second step is starting your medications and going through your titration phase. We said your titration phase looks like your doctor starting you on your initial dose and then titrating you up as needed, okay? And those injections will go in your belly, thigh, and in your upper arm. By the way, y'all, before I get off live, I will be giving myself my LIPO intramuscularly in my thigh just to show you guys how to give an IM injection. Okay, so step 3, lifestyle adjustments. Okay, these are some things that you need to incorporate into your journey. Step 3 is lifestyle adjustments. So you're gonna eat smaller, protein-rich meals. Okay, you'll likely have to reduce your appetite. What does that mean, Keisha? That means you have to put yourself at a calorie deficit. Lily Love, LipoC is a combination of amino acids or supplements that when they are compounded together, they help with belly fat and visceral fat. They dissolve belly fat. So it gives you a small waistline. Okay. So again, you're going to incorporate smaller protein-rich meals. So you're going to think about it this way. You're going to put yourself at a calorie deficit. Keisha, what does that look like? That looks like say for instance, I'm going to use myself. Now, I'm always going to use myself as an example. Before I started GLP-1 meds, y'all, I promise you, in a day, I could easily eat 6,000 calories. Easy. Okay? Because of my ethnicity, I'm a black girl. I live in Texas, which is multicultural. Okay? I live in a melting pot community, which is different ethnicities. Y'all, Indian, we have Filipino, we have Mexican, we have Puerto Rican, we have Jamaican. We have, who else back here? I think that's it. And so we're all very close back here. We all cook differently. Y'all, we eat a lot back here as a community. We're very, very close. Y'all, Dan says, then you got a top chef of a hubby. Lord, don't get me started about that. So you can imagine, Dan, I could easily eat 6,000 calories in a day. However, when I started my GLP-1 journey, I had to put myself at a calorie deficit. So when I first started, I cut my calories in half. I went to 3,000. Now, a lot of people may say that's a lot of calories, which it is. It is. 3,000 calories is a lot of calories. But when you go from 6,000 to 3,000, that is like, it's big. It's big to cut 3,000 calories off your daily intake. Okay. So you would cut your calories and you keep cutting them until you get to a healthy deficit. Now, as a nurse, in my mind, and I don't know, everybody is different. I would think that a healthy deficit would be sitting around, 2,000, I would say 1,800 to 2,000 calories. Okay. But high protein, high fiber, low fats, low carbs. Okay. Thank you, friend. Dan, we're going to invite you to the cookout, friend. Okay, so you have to, so at this point in your journey, you are building a better relationship with food. You are utilizing your food journals. You are utilizing your food app so that it can help you track what it is that you are eating, because in order for this to work, in order for your body to identify that this is the deficit, the healthy calorie deficit that I should be sitting at, your body has to be receiving those calories every single day. It has to recognize, oh, okay, we ain't doing 6,000. Okay, she cute now. She just doing 3,000. Okay, well, this our new norm, y'all. So, okay, this is where it's at. Or 1,800 calories. Okay, this is our new norm, y'all. This is where it's at. And once your body gets accustomed to eating at that deficit, then that's where your weight loss is going to start. Sister Nurse, you are doing a great job. Thank you. A great decision for me was the food scale. Oh my God. Yes, food scales help very much so. Do you recommend an app to use to help? So Tina, yes, I recommend either MyFitnessPal or the Lose It app. There's some others. Some people use the TDEE calculator. I've never even downloaded the TDEE calculator, so I can't really comment on it. But when you use those apps, it asks you for statistics. Like it'll ask you how active you are, if you're sedentary, if you do moderate exercise, or if you're high, like a high moving person, high activity. It's going to ask you your height, weight, some other statistics, and then it's going to formulate what your carb intake, fat intake, calorie intake should be. And so then you would use that model, and then you can input your what you're eating, and it'll calculate and keep you on task. Okay. So then also at this point in step 3, lifestyle adjustments, developing a better relationship with food, eating high protein, high fiber, low fat, low carbs. Then you're going to incorporate your hydration goals, your water goals, okay? Which is very important to prevent constipation. Thank you, friend, for the heart me. So what is your water goals? I think I had talked to y'all about this not too long ago. We learned, as I was growing up, I know we learned that we were supposed to drink 8-ounce glasses of water every single day, you know, at minimum. But your water intake is based on some things. Let me see. Let me see if I can ask ChatGPT what your water goals should be based at, because I know it's different for everybody. What should a person's water goals be based at? I hope I asked that question right. Let me see what it says. It says a person's daily water intake goals should be based on several individual factors. It says your body weight. A common rule of thumb, have your body weight in ounces. For example, if you weigh 160 pounds, aim for 80 ounces of water. Also, it should be based on your activity level. If you are active or you sweat a lot, increase your water by 12 to 24 ounces every 30 to 60 minutes of intense exercise. Number 3, it says climate. You see how all of this stuff affects what your water goals should be. It says hot, humid environments should have water. It says hot and humid environments increase water loss. So drink more if you live in a hot area or if it's the summertime. Also, your health conditions and medications determine what your water intake should be. Conditions like kidney stones, urinary tract infections, diabetes may increase your need of water intake. If you're on diuretics, that means if you're on a fluid pill or a water pill, those certain meds may require a increase in hydration. Diets. If you eat a high protein, high fiber, or salty diet, you need more water. If you consume alcohol and caffeine, those things are dehydrating. You may need more water. If you are pregnant and breastfeeding, you may need more water. It says GLP-1 medications and weight loss goals. It says these can cause dehydration, delay your gastric emptying. So aim for consistent hydration throughout the day. Okay, come on, ChatGPT. I like that. I love that. That was some good old education for us. I like that. So your water goals in step 3 play a huge part in your journey. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to the chat because I see y'all posting some stuff. Hey, Miss Dawn, welcome in. Let's see. I learned to drink half of your weight in water. That's his sunshine. And then Tara says absolutely. Also, ketosis will have you dehydrated. Tara, you're either diabetic or you're a nurse. You're either diabetic or you're a nurse, honey, because you got that. You got that one. Absolutely, friend. Absolutely. Thank you, friend, for the 160 people who are in the chat. If you're new here, click this picture. Make sure you're following me. Turn your notification bells on. If you're meeting me for the very first time, my name is KEASHA Dixon. I'm a registered nurse. Y'all, I work under the umbrella of emergency room medicine. I'm also the charge nurse of a 20-bed outpatient unit. I am a patient and partner of Amble Health. That's a telehealth company that provides GLP-1 medications compounded. Nurse turned PharmD. Oh, I love that for you, friend. For those of you who need GLP-1 medications, there's a link in my bio for Amble Health. Just click this picture twice. It's going to bring you to my profile and use the link in my link trees. Okay. So we said step 3 in your step-by-step journey with GLP-1 medication is lifestyle adjustments. We said eat smaller, protein-rich, high-fiber, low-fat, low-carb foods. We said choose your water goal and stick to it. And then number 3 in step 3 is going to be movement and exercise. Y'all, even light walking. Okay. Now, when I talk to you guys about moving your bodies, y'all know not everybody can move their bodies the same. They have a lot of disabled people who take GLP-1 medications. But all of us can move our bodies a little bit more, hopefully. Most of us can move our bodies a little bit more than what we had been moving it. And even the slightest increase in movement will help. Okay. I'm not promoting anything. I'm educating on GLP-1 medications, and I am offering my telehealth company that I get my GLP-1s with. So tonight we are talking about GLP-1 medications and what your step-to-step process should look like on your journey so that you can know where you are in your journey. And just to give you an overall insight on what it looks like for obese patients who take GLP-1 medications. So we said the first step would be evaluation and getting prescribed. The second one would be starting your medication and going through your titration phase where your doctor will put you on the lowest dose and titrate you up as needed. We talked about you giving your injections in your belly, your thigh, or in your upper arms. Number 3, right now we're talking about lifestyle adjustments, meaning you developing a healthy relationship with food, you determining what your hydration goals should be, you looking into what you like as activity so that you can move your body more than what you were doing. And so that's what we're talking about right now. Okay, so number 4, in step 4, you should be monitoring and tracking your progress. Okay, here are the things that you should be tracking. Okay, thank you so much, Tara. Okay, here are the things that you should be tracking. And y'all, I'm looking off to the side because I have notes here on my phone. Okay. Someone says, hi, with your telehealth company, do they offer monthly installments? Friend, if you order meds in bulk, meaning if you order 3, 6, 9, 12 months at a time, you can use Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, and your FSA. Now, if you are a patient of Amble's, they will offer those services to their patients. Okay. Month to month. Someone is asking, says, what is the most effective way to what is the most effective place to inject? Baby, any one of those sites. And here's the thing about your injection sites. Some of us have to rotate our injection sites because some of us get more appetite suppression using different sites. So just rotate your sites, baby, until you find your sweet spot. It's different for everybody. Okay. I would say start in your belly though, because your belly offers more surface area. And you can prevent getting scar tissue from injecting in the same places over and over again. I lost 97 pounds, friend. 97 pounds. Look this picture, child. Let me see if I can. Girl, look at that, honey. She was a big one, girl. She was a big one, honey. But listen, I always felt like I was an attractive big girl. I never was an unhappy, obese person. You know, I just wanted my body. I just wanted, like, I started having a lot of inflammation and just not feeling well. Okay. All right. So let's move on to step 4. So in step 4, you're going to be monitoring and tracking your progress. These are the things that you're going to track. You're going to track your weight changes. You're going to track your appetite and your satiety. You're going to track your mood and your energy levels. And you're also going to track your side effects, nausea, constipation, heartburn. You're going to track all of those things, okay? Regular check-ins with your providers help to adjust your doses and also help to manage your side effects, okay? Step 3, you're going to use supportive supplements and possibly get labs done, because I ain't going to leave that out, okay? Step 5, you're going to use supportive supplements and you're going to may need labs done, okay? So these are the things that I would consider adding to your journey. Electrolytes, especially if you have low energy or you are experiencing dizziness, okay? When a patient who takes GLP-1 medications tell me that they've been dizzy, I automatically think that you're dehydrated. And if you're dehydrated, to resolve dehydration while you're taking GLP-1 medications, you have to increase your water intake. You have to make sure you're meeting your water goals, and you have to do mild electrolyte replacement. And I'm saying mild because some of us can do too much with those electrolytes. So I always recommend doing like a Pedialyte, a Gatorlyte. I like Plume. Y'all know I love Plume supplements. I like Plume because Plume has, to me, in my research, the lowest amount of sodium in their electrolytes. Like, you can taste the sodium, but it's not sodium forward, if that makes sense. Okay. Then the other things that I want you to consider: protein powders and collagen. Now, I want y'all to remember, no matter where you are in your journey now, think back to where you started. Think back to or calculate how much weight you have to lose and consider what you're going to look like when you meet goal. Okay. Some of us, we get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of our weight loss journeys, we forget, or we don't even think about what our bodies are going to look like once we get to goal. Now, I'm saying that to say skin plays a huge part in your weight loss journeys. So you always have to be thinking about, okay, what my skin gonna look like? Because I have experienced, thank you so much, Maria. I have experienced with patients that 2 things, and this is related to depression. When we are big, we're depressed because we're overweight. And then when we lose weight, we get depressed because of what the skin looks like. And my recommendation to you, or my advice to you, is to consider your skin the whole journey. Make sure you're hydrated so you can keep your skin moisturized, from the inside. Make sure you use topicals to keep your skin moisturized. Make sure you incorporate collagen. Make sure you incorporate proteins. Good night, baby doll. So that this is going to be posted to YouTube, so you can always watch the playback. Anybody, y'all can always watch the playback. You want to prevent muscle wasting, because when you are losing weight, you want your muscles to fill the gap as where the adipose was. Okay. So you don't want to have muscle wasting, and collagen helps your skin stay pretty. Okay. Moisture, like healthy, vibrant. Okay. So you want to make sure you are meeting your protein goals and that you are doing collagen every single day. Another supplement I want you to consider in this step is fiber and probiotics. Thank you, Nadine. Fiber is gonna help clean out your arteries. When we are obese, or when we are eating high calorie foods, high fatty foods, There's a lot of plaque buildup that happens in the arteries that can predispose us to getting cardiovascular disease. It can predispose us to getting diabetes and all of those things, friend. So adding fiber to your diet is going to do two things. It's going to help you with cleaning out those arteries, which means your labs are going to start looking freaking amazing when it comes to your cholesterols. And then it's also going to keep your colon clean. Yes, Belly Welly is a good one, friend. It's going to keep your colon clean. It's going to help you prevent you from being constipated. It's going to keep your colon clean so that let me just say it this way. Congested colons prevent you from having nutrition uptake. Okay. It prevents your body from, the whole goal of your colon is to absorb nutrients. Okay. To nourish your body. And if your colon is congested, how is it that it's going to be able to absorb the nutrients that you need because you have a congested colon? You need to make sure that you are having bowel movements every day. You need to have a bowel movement every day. And you need to feel, hey, Bridget, welcome in. Girl, I cannot wait to get off live, girl, so I can go to the Discord because I got a text. But anyway, we're talking about our step-to-step look as to what is, we're talking about step-to-step what our weight loss journey should look like step by step using GLP-1 medications. Okay. It's gone, girl. Okay. Whatever, friend. So we said electrolytes, add electrolytes. We said add protein. We said add fiber for good health. Okay. Tara says, yes, water helps the bowels. Yes. Thank you, Worry. I appreciate you, friend. And then, when I said step 5 was supportive supplements, and then also at this time, your doctor may order labs. Remember, I said when you incorporate some of these things, your labs are gonna start looking better. So your primary care doctors may start offering labs for you guys just to do like a checkup to see if your GLP-1 medication is actually helping you, okay? Or if they have you titrated on the right dose, okay? So you may get some rechecks done. Yes, Tracy. But no worries, Tracy. I'm going to post this to YouTube. Hi, first time here. Started TIRZEPATIDE journey and I am learning. Very good, Jen. Make sure that you are following me on YouTube at KEASHA DIXON. That's my name, KESHA DIXON. Okay, I post my lives from TikTok to my YouTube. I'm on week 2. Very good, Nisha. So I'm going to post this. I'm gonna post a short recap of this live, okay? So that you guys can understand and that you guys can follow it. Number 6, step 6 in your weight loss journey. Oh, I'm so sorry. For those of you who are just coming in, click this picture. Make sure you are following me. Thank you guys so much for getting me up to 40.8K likes in this live. If you are someone who wants to start your GLP-1 journey, all you have to do is click this picture twice, come to my profile page, and click my link tree. The links are in there for Amble Health, you guys. All right. So, so let's rewind a little bit. So we said your step-to-step weight loss journey using GLP-1 medication. Step 1 should be evaluation and your doctor prescribing you. Thank you, Classy. I appreciate that, friend. Number 2 should be you starting your medication and going through your titration phase. Nisha, it helps your PCOS by making you more insulin sensitive, helping your body identify insulin in your body so it can break down your carbs and fats, so your body can break down those carbs and fats and store them the way they need to be stored. Okay, that's how it helps. So step 1 is being evaluated by your doctor, getting prescribed. Step 2 is starting your medication, going through your titration phase. Step 3 would be lifestyle adjustments. Hey, Angela. Eating smaller meals. So getting yourself at a calorie deficit, determining what your hydration goals should be, moving your bodies a little bit more. Step 4 should be monitoring and tracking your progress, meaning tracking weight changes, appetite, anxiety, mood, energy levels, and side effects. Hold on, someone is asking me a question. What does it do for endometriosis? I don't think it does anything for endometriosis. I would have to do studies on that, friend. I've never researched GLP-1s in relation to endometriosis. If you have heard something, you're welcome to drop it in the chat so that we all can learn. How do you know when it's time to move up in dosage? Tawana, you're going to move up in dose when your body stalls. Meaning, if you have not seen any weight loss on the scale within a 6-week period, you need to talk to your doctor about stalls. Let them talk to you about things that you can do, and then they would possibly move you up. But if your body is losing 0.5 to 2.2 pounds a week, friend, your body is responding. Okay. Can you take GLP-1s and LipoC in the same day? Absolutely, friend. Absolutely. And as I said earlier in my live, I'm going to do my LipoC injection on live before I get off tonight. So y'all can see how to give a LipoC intramuscular injection. I already have a video up on YouTube, but I always do it on live when it is time for me. Dan said he did his LipoC yesterday. Dion says, so 13.5 is the highest dose now. Yes, compounded. Compounded. If you go branded, you can get 15, but the only reason why 13.5 is the highest dose with compounded pharmacies is because ever since May 22nd hit, compounded pharmacies can no longer use branded versions, branded molecular formulas, or they can no longer use their dosing. So your 13.5 is going to feel like a 15. Okay. So I think, y'all don't get me to lying, but I know I give myself 11 milligrams of tirzepatide plus my other ingredients that's in my tirzepatide, but 13.5 is the highest dose that we give with Amble. Okay, and I don't think any other telehealth company can do more than 13.5. Now, I did hear talks about compounded pharmacies doing 16, but I've not seen anyone get prescribed 16 yet. Has anyone seen anyone get a 16 yet? LipoC is a combination of amino acids. Thank you, Rocio. Can you pin that? Those are the amino acids. When they are compounded together, they help with belly fat, visceral fat. Okay. I want to get through this lesson because I don't want to keep you guys much longer. We've been on for like an hour and 15 minutes and it's late and I don't want to keep y'all up. Okay. So we said step 4 again was monitoring and tracking your progress. Step 5 is using supportive supplements and possibly getting labs done. Amble told me 13.5 is the max dose. Okay, got you, friend. I know I wanted to talk to our doctor about 16, is seeing whether or not they can do 16, because some obesity specialists who compound medications, when it comes to semaglutide, you know, the highest dose branded is 2.4, but I've seen doctors prescribe 3. So I wanted to talk to him about if it was an appropriate dose of giving a 16 instead of a 15, like if that was okay with the FDA. So I was gonna send him a message this weekend. I'm off for like 4 days straight, so I got a lot of communicating that I want to do, and that's on my list. Questioning, inquiring about the 16 milligram dose. Has anybody seen anyone compounded 16 yet? How long did it take me to lose 70 pounds? I lost 74 pounds in 11 months, friend. Okay. Okay. So step 6 is your goal weight or your maintenance phase. Are you in West India? No, friend, I'm in Texas. What about me makes me look like I'm in West India? I feel like that was random. Step 6, y'all, goal weight or maintenance phase, y'all. So once you've lost a healthy amount of weight, and I'm reading from my notes, that's why I keep looking to the side, you might stay on your maintenance dose or gradually taper off the medicine under medical guidance. Hold on, let me see what my friend said. Thank you, sister. Nisha says, no, I meant are you from the Caribbean? Oh, no, baby. No, girl, I'm I'm from Augusta, Georgia. Okay. Augusta, Georgia, raised 15 minutes outside of New Orleans. And I have been living in Houston, Texas for 12 years now. Okay. She's asking if you are West Indian. I got you. No, baby. Thank you so much. So Miss Tracy said your skin is glowing and the hair, it looks good. Thank you so much. Friend, that's that glutathione because I don't have no products on my face. It's the glutathione. I just put some eyeliner on and I did my eyebrows just because my hair is done. But thank you. Okay, so you close in Katie. So cook. Wait, Dan, you live in Texas? We're in Lake Houston. We're in Lake Houston, friend. Now we can do a GLP-1 meetup. You're in Katy. Wow. We need to go to Katy so that we can buy some pots out of Katy from Best Stop. Y'all's Best Stop out there. They have some cooking pots that my husband wants. But we can do a meetup, friend. We can do a meetup and cook now. You ain't saying nothing, Dan. You know that, right? We love a good party. Okay. Okay. So, just to get y'all out of here, I want to get y'all out of here. Step 6 is goal or weight maintenance. Again, once you've lost a healthy amount of weight, you may stay in maintenance or you may taper off of the drug altogether under medical guidance. Never stop your GLP-1 medication without guidance from your doctors. And once you are in maintenance, you want to focus on sustainable habits. You want to be mindful of your eating, exercise, and your emotional support because being in maintenance is so different from going through your journey. It's so different. Okay. And then step 7 would be your long-term plan. And I put some people stay on a low maintenance dose long-term. A low maintenance dose. Yeah, there are some people. I'm thinking about myself because I'm like, okay, so I'm in maintenance, but I take 11 milligrams. And the reason why I take 11 milligrams is because my food noise is high. I'm not trying to lose any more weight, but I am trying not to gain. And I can't do high doses. If I do a 12.5, y'all, I am so sick. So I do 11 milligrams and it's perfect for me. So some of you all titrate down. And I would think that you in maintenance, your maintenance should look like this. Whatever dose that you're on, the highest dose that you're on, you should taper back until your food noise start. Because food noise can get you, I was about to curse. Food noise can mess you up. It really can. I'm the type of person, I cannot resist my food noise. When my food noise is loud, I succumb to it. For a person, I cannot resist my food noise. When my food noise is loud, I succumb to it. I ain't that strong mentally. You know, I ain't that strong. I work in the ER. I work in a very high stressful job. I'm a wellness influencer. I'm a mom. My baby is my baby is 21. Y'all seen what happened earlier in the live. She got all kind of young people problems. And so I need my medicine to control my food noise. When I was an overweight person, that was my biggest problem. I love to eat. I love to eat, y'all. I still like to eat. I still love to eat. So I need my medicine to control my food noise. I need to know, even if I am eating something that I'm not supposed to be eating, my TIRZEPATIDE is going to say, now, okay, friend, go sit down. You understand what I'm saying? You had your little taste. Now go sit down somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Because if it doesn't do that to me, I'm going to keep going. And I'm just being real and transparent. I'm going to keep going. So that's the reason why I am doing 11 milligrams, because it controls my food noise. Okay. Some people stay on a low maintenance because it controls my food noise. Okay. Some people stay on a low maintenance dose. Angela, right? She says, I love to eat and I love to cook too. Oh, Rocio is saying the Hunger Houdini. I do take that to control my food noise. And it's right here. It's right here, friend. Here. It's right here, friend. because I took it with my meal today. So it's sitting right in front of me and I'll show y'all. But this was the last thing I wanted to say in step 7. Some people stay on a low maintenance dose long term, especially, but this was the last thing I wanted to say in step 7. Some people stay on a low maintenance dose long term, especially if weight regain is a concern. And y'all, for a lot of people who take GLP-1 medications, you all are taking GLP-1 medications because you suffer with obesity. It's not something to be embarrassed about. It's not nothing to be ashamed of. It just is what it is. It's a disease process. It's not you. It's your body is having metabolic issues. And 9 times out of 10, it's that hormone insulin. You are insulin resistant and you need a medicine that makes you more insulin sensitive. I'm going to spray on my lidocaine spray because we finna do this shot and we finna get out of here. And I'm going to show you these Hunger Houdini and Hunger Taker. Those of you who have high food noise and you need something to help you throughout your journey. One other thing I want to say also, there are some people who transition off the meds and who commit to ongoing lifestyle changes. Some people go to behavioral therapy, which helps. And some people use their support groups and their coaching to keep them to keep them on task. So I absolutely love that for you all who can come off of these meds and don't have to do the weekly injections. And you do well without GLP-1. So congratulations to you all, but I will always be on these meds. Steph says, always learning something new from your lives. Thanks for the lessons. You're welcome, baby. I'm so glad to help. Let me show y'all the Hunger Houdini and the Hunger Taker. So we'll come up close. So for those of you, let me flip the screen so you guys can really see. Hold on. Okay. So this is Hunger Houdini. Okay. Hunger Houdini is by a company called Plume. This supplement has saffron extract in it. What is saffron extract, Keisha? Saffron extract is a natural appetite suppressant. Clinical studies and evidence-based studies say that 75 milligrams of saffron extract will give you appetite suppression. Well, this med has 185. So this company gave us a little bit more, and they also included iriomin. Iriomin breaks down saturated fats. So those of you who are having appetite control issues, try taking the Hunger Houdini by Plume. You guys, the owner of this company did give me a code to share with you all. The code is Nurse K so that you can get 10% off of your purchase. Now, you may also want to consider Taker is a combination of how do I want to say it? It's a super blend of probiotic and prebiotic. When you take the two together, your probiotic and prebiotic enhances the appetite suppression of your Hunger Houdini. So a lot of you all may like that daily appetite suppression. I personally don't. So I take these every other day. Okay. And it helps me along with my 11 milligrams of GLP-1s. It helps me tremendously. There's a lot of us in the community that is using the Hunger Houdini and the Hunger Taker. You are, Side to Side recommended it to me and Brianna recommended it to me. It worked. So I just brought it to my platform to show you all. And I also asked the owner for a coupon code for my followers. And he did give us a coupon code. The coupon code is Nurse K for 10% off. Okay, so screenshot it so y'all know what it is. You can either go to the link in my link tree to get this, or you can just go directly to the website. Just make sure when you're checking out, you check out using code Nurse K so you're not paying full price. Okay. Let me approve these shadowed comments that I'm seeing. Oh man, I meant to spray my leg while I was talking to y'all. Yes, I take a live. Okay, let me open it up so I can show y'all. I don't know why it wants to hide your comment. So hold on, let me spray my thigh. I didn't even draw up the LIPO. Hold on, y'all. So I'm going to be doing my LipoC injection. Hold on, let me flip the screen. Dan says, I do mine without the spray and it don't hurt at all. Dan, I'm scared to do mine without the spray now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little chicken. I am a little chicken with my LipoC friend. I'm not gonna lie. So for those of you who don't know what LipoC is, this is the LipoC. And I promise you, I'm gonna show you what the tablets look like in the plume. I'm just trying to multitask because I want my lidocaine spray to start working. So I always use lidocaine spray, which is a what is it? It's a numbing spray. Okay. Amble, my doctor with Amble prescribed me. So I always use lidocaine spray. My lidocaine spray is a 4% lidocaine spray. There is a 5%, but I think 4% works for me. So before I give my intramuscular injection, I always use my lidocaine spray. So I'm going to spray my thigh really good with my lidocaine spray. And I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to show y'all how to draw it up and how to give it intramuscularly. And then also remember, I do have a video up on my YouTube to show you guys how to give that injection. Somebody said something off topic. Were you a Dixon at birth? My mom's side is Dixon from East Texas. No, I was a Oliphant at birth. Oliphant, Olipant. So we're French. So I was an Oliphant. I married into the Dixon family. We use the lidocaine rub. Okay, you use the rub. Very good. Very good. Let me find me some alcohol. Okay, so I got me a little alcohol. We sprayed the lidocaine. I'm going to give myself an intramuscular injection. My intramuscular needle is a 1.5-inch needle. So this is how long the needle is. Do you have to give yourself an intramuscular injection? It depends on what your doctor says. My doctor feels like in his practice of prescribing these meds is that it works better intramuscularly, but there are doctors who prescribe it subcutaneously. Those are my dad's people, Louisiana Oliphant. Well, our family, our Oliphants come from South Carolina, Edgefield, South Carolina. But I have met some Oliphants in Louisiana, and there are a lot of Oliphants in Texas. Surprisingly. Okay, so I'm gonna draw up my LipoC, and then I'm gonna show y'all these pills while I let this numbing spray numb up my legs. So this is the LipoC. This is how my prescription came. It came through Texas Performance Meds. The quantity was 10 injections in here. So I give my prescription says inject 1 milliliter, which is 100 units, into the thigh muscle twice weekly. Okay, so this is what your LipoC bottle will look like, or something similar to it. Okay, this is what your LipoC bottle will look like. And what you're gonna do is draw up 1 cc, because I'm giving myself 1 cc. So I'm gonna draw up 1 cc of air. I'm gonna inject it into my vial. Okay, that's gonna create negative pressure so that when I pull my fluid out, it will pull into the syringe. I'm sorry, y'all probably can't even see that. Y'all probably can't even see that. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got 1 cc, and then you're gonna tap your bubbles all the way to the top, and you're gonna push the air out, okay? Like that. And then we're gonna sit it down, and I'm gonna show y'all these pills really quickly because someone was asking about the light and dark. 1 milliliter, yes, what did I say? It's 1 milliliter using this syringe, or if you are gonna give yourself an injection subcutaneously, it would be 100 units. And it tells you on your prescription, it will tell you on your prescription what to give. Again, mine says inject 1 milliliter or 100 units. Your script is always going to tell you. The orange syringes are always going to be in units, always. And then this one is in milliliters. So because I am using a tuberculin syringe, mine is in milliliters, okay? So I'm going to give myself 1 milliliter, all right? All right, so let me show you really quickly for those of you who are asking about the plume peels. So if you notice, they are 2 different colors, okay? There are 2 different colors, and they're 2 different colors because there is turmeric in here, okay? So I take 1 of each like this. This is how I take mine, 1 of each. 1 brown, 1 red. That's how I do it, okay? All right, and I got that from the owner because I questioned him about, I was like, are my pills supposed to look like that? He was like, yeah, take 1 brown, take 1 orange. Okay, so that's what I do. Is glutathione always injected intramuscularly? I never give glutathione intramuscularly, Sandy. I always give it sub-Q. Okay, and then your probiotics, your hunger taker, they're just white capsules, okay? So this is what the hunger taker looks like. And so this is how I take them, y'all. Let me show y'all. This is what my pills look like when I take them. I literally take 1 of each color like this. That's how I take mine. All right. And I have to do mine every other day because if I do it every day, I would not eat. I would not eat, and that's dangerous. So even though you want to have the appetite suppression, you don't want to have so much suppression that your body thinks that it is starving. Okay, because when your body thinks that it is starving, it'll go into survival mode. Okay, and it'll start holding on to every single thing that you eat and everything that you drink. You're a pro because butterfly needle me. Tara. Y'all, she's talking about a butterfly needle is like the smallest needle that you can possibly stick somebody with. Oh, gosh. These pills, Rena's asking, what are those pills for? These pills are for anyone who is suffering with loud food noise and food cravings. So Plume, there's a gentleman who worked with a pharmacist and a doctor to get ingredients that helps patients during their GLP-1 journey to help with side effects and stuff. So one of the biggest side effects or one of the biggest issues that we have is just food noise. So he developed a supplement that helps us with our food noise. So it really is, this one is for an appetite suppression. But Brianna, one of my friends that follow me, and she all of us are accountability partners for each other. And, we give each other tips and tricks. She told me to take it with Hunger Houdini. Hunger Taker. And so when I did, it gave way too much appetite suppression. So this is just something that we all take now to help us with food noise and to break stalls and stuff. Okay. The owner gave us a code, Nurse K, to get 10% off. I asked him for the code from my community and he gave it. He gave it like effortlessly. So you guys can get 10% off. All right. Can you flip the screen backwards? Okay, hold on, friend. So you can see, y'all do a screenshot. I'm sorry, baby. Hold on, let me get it right because once I flip the screen, it's hard for me to figure out how to hold it. Okay, there you go. Do your little screenshot, honey. Y'all got it? Use code Nurse K. All right. Melanie says, I'm not depressed, but I'm just very blah. I get it, friend. And she's asking any recommendations. So, it just depends, baby. What is that? What is it? What are you feeling blah about? Do you feel blah because of where you are in your journey? You feel like you're stalling. You feel like it's not moving as quickly as it should. So that's what this whole live was about, Melanie. Just giving you like an outline on how your weight loss journey should go. So if you did miss this live, make sure that you are following me on YouTube, because I'm going to post it immediately to my YouTube. Okay. So that, it's, my whole thought process in giving a outline is just so that you guys can see where you are in your journey, and you can have an idea of what's going on at different points in your journey. Tiff says, I'm gaining weight. I'm up to my water, protein, average 130, and I'm starting to work out more. Very good, friend. I love people who are solution driven. That's very good. Nadine said, I got my Mag 7 today. Wonderful, friend. Okay, so let's give the injection. Whoever I sent that invitation to, I did not mean to. My apologies. I did not mean to send the invitation. Oh, that was Steph. Sorry, friend. Okay, so, but before I give my injection, for the 140 people who are in here, if you're not yet following me, click this picture. Make sure you're following me. Turn your notification bells on so you know when I am live. Thank you guys so much for getting me up to 53.8K likes. If you are someone who needs to start your weight loss journey and you want to use an online telehealth company, just click this picture twice, come to my profile page, and use the links in my link tree. You can get your anti-aging stuff there, and you can also get your GLP-1 medications. Now, when I do my LipoC, I always give my LipoC intramuscularly, and I'm always going to give it in either one of my thighs. I alternate my thighs, so each thigh gets stuck every week. I use the pinch method, which I do teach on my YouTube channel, which I'm going to teach you here. And I also use lidocaine every single time. Do you need to use lidocaine? Not necessarily, but if you use the pinch method and you're doing the pinch method right, that's where you are pinching up on your skin until the pores open. You will not feel the needle prick. I never feel it, y'all. I never feel it. So I'm going to show you what the needle looks like. I'm going to clean the site, and we're going to do the injection. Okay? All right, let's go. So what you want to do is make sure you get yourself in a stable position. Okay, so I'm going to put my leg up here so y'all can see. I'll put my leg in a stable position. Okay, I've already added the lidocaine. Now I'm going to clean the site. And the reason why I like to fold my leg back like this, y'all, I even do this when I'm not on live, but the reason why I like to fold my leg back like this is because it forces your muscle to pop up. Okay, so now we're going to do the pinch method. The pinch method is where you're going to pinch your skin up like this, and you're going to pinch so hard that you can almost see your pores open. Okay, all right, so you're going to pinch up like this. Hold on, let me get a little bit closer, because I want y'all to see. Can y'all see? Okay, so you're going to pinch up like this. You're going to hold really, really tight. I can see my pores open, even if y'all cannot. All right, I can see my pores open, and then we are going to stick straight in. And then you're going to push your med in. Okay, pull straight out, and you're going to clean. That's it. It's so easy. I promise you, if you pinch yourself hard enough, friend, you are not going to feel that injection. Okay? You will not feel that injection. Before I let y'all go, I want you guys to know that I did post all of the, it is easy, baby. It is easy. It looks like it hurt, but I promise you, you don't feel it. Because once you pinch your skin where the pores are open, those pain receptors that sit right underneath the skin, they sleep. They sleep. That's why when you are getting an injection in your doctor's office, always ask your nurse to pinch. Say, can you please pinch, please, before you get, as you give the injection? They're going to know exactly what it is that you're talking about. Okay? If a nurse is really doing good practice, I feel like she's going to do that without you having to ask. But some of us, we do have to just, just say it. So it's known. You need to pinch me because I don't want to feel that needle. Okay? I absolutely love your guidance. Your YouTube channel is where I learned this. Oh, very good, friend. Very good. Never ending. Go to bed. Same as applying pressure to a wound. Yes, Tara. Y'all, both of the giveaways are up on my page, the Goalie Gummy giveaway and the Water Check giveaway. So make sure you go to my page and make a comment so that you can be nominated to win. What is the that was Lipo C. Okay, y'all know I end every live by saying, don't be moved by what you see, move what you see by what you say. So no matter what it is that you are going through in life, yes, you can do a monthly purchase with Plume. No matter what it is that you are going through in life, y'all, look at the glass half full instead of half empty. Always speak life into that situation because there is power in the tongue. And then also remember that you guys are kings and queens. You live in palaces, you sit on thrones, and you wear crowns whether people see them or not. So never let anyone challenge your character, your integrity. People do not have to like how you move in life, but they must respect you at all times, okay? I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Yes, you can take Lipo C. I am, baby doll. Have a good night.